Well, hey there. How's everybody doing? Good to see everyone. Actually, I'm going to take my headset off because I don't need that anymore. Let me turn this back up. Should be nothing. Okay, good. How is everyone? Hopefully you can hear me. Let me see if you can. Should be able to hear me. Good to see some folks. We got some members out there. I believe right here, if you look at the little symbol next to their name that are watching, there's Mike. How are you? Good to see Jolin. Yep, from the Low Country. And then Andy right here. All of them have a little symbol next to their name. Great, you can hear. Wonderful. It's always fun whenever I can get it where you can actually hear what I'm doing. Oh, hold on. Where I live in my basement, I think I just got a spider. Anyway, Andy says, yes, we hear you. Good. It's always fun, always eventful around here. Anyway, so the topic today, shortcuts. I mean, you really want to talk. Yeah, there you go. I love it. Mike says audio is important. It sure is, especially if you want to hear what I'm saying. I wanted to touch on this today and talk about shortcuts and really just kind of get your idea of what you use for shortcuts. What do you like shortcuts? How do you use shortcuts? What tools do you use, if any? I know there are mobile devices that now have people that know me and have been around tech, and you might not even know what this is, but you need to check it out if you don't know what it is. A Stream Deck. What is Stream Deck? Basically, you hit a button and it activates and makes something happen. I use my Stream Deck daily, all the time during this show, just like that. When I want to pull something up on screen, that was my tip from yesterday. I just hit that button and it comes right up. I just hit a button and it made that happen. I didn't have to type anything in or do anything. I know that some of our members, like Mike out there in the audience, he always has one thing that he hits a button and boom, it sends it right into the comments out into the chat. So wherever you have your cursor, it throws the comments or the chat there. He actually introduced me to some software too. Can't remember the name of it. Mike, you might have to put that in there if you want. So let me know if what the name of that is, but there's software that'll actually do that for you too. It'll do shortcuts that way. And this is a cool topic. This is a cool thing that I brought up in one of our tips that I gave to the community as well. Yeah, that's it. Text Expander. Thank you, Mike. Text Expander. It's really cool. It is a paid for product, but it's kind of neat. But there's all kinds of ways to shortcut to things. And one thing that we tend to do, I know that when I use software, almost always when I'm using like Google Sheets or a doc or something like that, I memorize the shortcuts, my calendar, things like that. I memorize shortcuts. The only thing is that what if you're using specifically a device, and here's a Stream Deck. Let me just show you what a Stream Deck looks like. This is what I'm talking about. This is one of the models. There's actually multiple models, but it has buttons and dials and all kinds of stuff that you can do with it for setting different settings and doing different things. And if you're editing videos, let's say, and you're constantly hitting the same thing, like if I'm doing a Control-Shift-V to copy just the data versus the insides, but I'm doing that all the time. And rather than do 3 fingers to do that, I can click one button to do that on my Stream Deck. So that's one thing. What got me even thinking about this was that I was realizing, because lately we've had storms around this area, is how much I use shortcuts just on these buttons. And then I even took it even a step further. I actually have a foot pedal that I use constantly to mute myself if I need to really quickly. Let's say I'm in a meeting and my hands are doing something. I can click on my foot pedal. And what do I mean by that? Stream Deck actually makes a foot pedal as well. Bought this a long time ago, and it has basically 3 buttons, and you set those buttons to do whatever you want. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. It's a neat setup. Let me put this back up. Those are some of the things and some of the ways that I use shortcuts, and I do shortcuts. I'm always trying to find ways to do different shortcuts. And I think we've done this as a human race forever. To sit and type takes time. And I think, what is it in the courtrooms, a stenographer or something like that? They take shorthand. So the shortcuts and shorthand has been around forever. Forever. So it's like things like that I think that shortcuts have been in our brain, in our mentality. Anything to make it quicker, easier for us. It's kind of nice. I liked that. Let's see. Let me go see back on some comments here. Love my Stream Deck. Awesome macro creator. Yes, for sure. It'll definitely do that. There you go. There's Mike throwing up the comments. Like the channel. That's right. And become a member. There you go. See, he can just hit one button. He doesn't have to type that every week. He can just do that and boom, it comes up. Didn't mean to skip over your comment, Andrew. Andrew put one up there. He says, yes. And I keep wanting one that works on Chromebooks. I got you. Yeah, I can appreciate that and understand that. The only thing is, I think it's too much on the back end for those. Stream Deck equals pre-programmable portable set of hotkeys. Yeah, exactly. I'm not so sure. I'm just curious. Now you got me thinking, Andrew. I'm not so sure that the mobile app for Stream Deck would work or not. I don't know if it would or not. No, I think it would have to go with your desktop. There you go. There's another one he has. Please tap the icon to subscribe and support the channel. There you go. Thanks, Mike. I love it. He has all this pre-programmed on people that he watches, and he just goes through and he clicks on those. It's kind of neat. I like that. I think that's kind of neat. So anyway, yeah, I would love to know we're about ready to wrap it up. This is our tip, not really a tip, but more of a curiosity thing today. What do you use? Why do you use? And do you think it's helpful, or do you think it's just, setting these up takes time? Is that worth it? There's a lot of times where I'm working on a project and I'm keep hitting the same button, especially like on my, editing software that I do for video and stuff. I'll edit and have to get and move over a certain number of spaces or something like that I do all the time. I think it's awesome to have that in a programmable key that I can sit there with my left hand and just sit there and do that. That works really well. So I'm going to wrap this up. If you're rewatching this, please put in the comments, what do you use for shortcuts? Why do you use shortcuts? And what do you like about shortcuts? And what tools, if any, or any of that kind of stuff. Just give me some information on that. Let me know. Love to hear about it in the comments, because I'm always trying to learn stuff and make my shortcuts a little bit better too. I'm going to set something up for the backup, the backstage pass, backstage pass. Love for you members to come on in. If you're not a member, be sure to sign up at the middle level or higher. You can come in and join us. We would love to have you. Andrew says, when I use Windows Stream Deck, wound up saving me about 3 hours per day. There you go. Perfect. There you go. That's exactly what you do. But even keyboard shortcuts, I know that they're doing software stuff now too. So anybody that comes across that or has that, please give me your ideas on what you can do. Been using shortcuts on our Windows systems for desktop. There you go. All right, I'm going to take us on out. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We do appreciate you as always. And I look forward to seeing everyone else in the backstage pass. And I've connected a shortcut button that's supposed to send a link to my members, just hitting one button. And hopefully it'll bring you guys a message that comes into our G space. I have to shorten that word so I don't set everybody's device off. I want to see if it works. So that's a shortcut that I created today. So we'll see if it works. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to take us on out. Appreciate you. Have a good